Still just over 45 minutes left on this St. Patrick's Day. Enough time to take a look at some weather history in Albany. 75 degrees was the warmest back in 1919. The coldest was 1 below in 1916. Of course, now that we're in the middle of March, you get a lot of fluctuations. We saw last week we were near 70, so that's certainly attainable. While it's not common, it's certainly a possibility in March, but you could also have some pretty cold weather. What surprised me was the snowiest was only 4.1 inches back in 1982. On this St. Patrick's Day, no additions to the record books. It was around 10 degrees above average, though, at least in Albany. Got up to 54 degrees. 38 right now in Glens Falls. It's largely dry across the region, besides some sprinkles, flurries, which may not even be reaching the ground east of the Hudson Valley. Off towards the west, maybe, but all is relatively light. I pull back towards the lakes because tonight, as we continue to get this strong west-northwest flow, that's going to awake the lakes and lead to some lake effect snow, but that will largely be focused over the western Adirondacks, the Catskills, and the Mohawk Valley. So I think most of the capital region, Hudson Valley, should be dry. But now we are entrenched into this cooler and breezier regime. That's going to be with us for the next 4 or 5 days, if not a little bit longer. So temperatures are going to start cooling on down. We're running some 10 to 20 degrees cooler than where we were 24 hours ago, just towards our west, and we're going to be on that path as well. So tomorrow, we're going to be around 10 degrees cooler than we were today. Numbers dropping right now, especially off towards the west. It's 41 in Albany, 36 in Amsterdam, 34 Cooperstown, and 32 in Lake Pleasant. And tonight, you could probably chop off 10 degrees from those numbers, dipping into the upper 20s to low 30s or snow, with just some lake effect snow showers off towards the west. The rest of us should be largely dry. And I think tomorrow morning we wake up with a good amount of sun, at least Hudson Valley and points east. There's more clouds off towards the west. And then as the day progresses, it's more clouds mixing on in with the sun. It's rather breezy. Notice temperatures only get up into the mid 40s, but any of these snow showers will stay largely off towards the west. Can't rule out a flurry or a sprinkle getting into the capital region, but just a very tiny chance at that. Otherwise, tomorrow night's a cool night. Temperatures dropping down once again, upper 20s to low 30s. And then Tuesday is very similar to tomorrow. It's probably a little bit cloudier and a touch cooler, with highs only getting up into the upper 30s to low 40s. And snow shower risk, while it's low, maybe just a touch higher into the capital region. But even at that, I think it's just a few flurries mixing on in. All week long, in addition to cooler than average temperatures, we're also going to have a gusty wind. Tomorrow, it's 25 to 30 miles an hour. Similar story on Tuesday, especially into the afternoon, 25 to 30. And if anything, Wednesday and Thursday, those gusts may be a touch higher, 30 to even by Thursday, 35 miles an hour. So it's been a long time since we've shown the wind chill map, but those are going to be back on the table these next several days. Tomorrow morning, feeling more like the teens to low 20s. By Tuesday, similar story, if not a little bit cooler, waking up to teens to low 20s. And then on Wednesday, we deal with that once again. If anything, Thursday looks like the coldest day of the stretch. So maybe that day we're waking up to some feels-like readings in the single digits over the higher terrain. So definitely a winter-like stretch as we ironically enter officially spring on Tuesday. Tonight, upper 20s to low 30s. Lake effect snow mainly off towards the north and west. Tomorrow, 40 to 45 degrees, clouds and some sun. It will be breezy, but that snow shower threat mainly stays off towards the north and west. Here's the next 7 days. A lot of wind, but mostly dry. Just a shower threat mainly on Wednesday. Looks relatively light even for the capital region. And then we're watching a system by the weekend.